Now this battery pack can work on many different tools. DeWalt, Milwaukee. Hey, it's Jason with jamzDOTnet, cars, DIY, and adventures. This is a bit of a DIY project. I'm here in my home garage, and I have a mixture of tools, DeWalt tools, Bauer tools, lots of different battery-operated tools. And I'm always juggling the batteries. Battery here, batteries over there. What if there was one battery that could power all of the tools? This little gizmo by Ceenr claims it will do that with a little tiny adapter. Let's take a peek at this and see what it's all about, and who knows, maybe this truly is gonna change the way that I buy batteries. So I have a lot of DeWalt drills, and it's simply because I got this brushless one years ago, and I liked it. I dropped it, it was durable, and it did everything I wanted to do. So then I ended up buying another one because I wanted to share batteries and I wanted one up at my building and blah, 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 blah. We know how the story goes. And then I started getting other brands of tools, and then I needed chargers. Next thing you know, it was like I had a power station of chargers. I was led to believe this company, Ceenr, PD Nation, makes these lithium ion packs. This little brick will hook up to an adapter that will allow you to use the same battery pack on multiple different brands of tools. So the idea behind Ceenr is they're gonna sell these battery packs. This battery pack is $59. And this battery pack, you're gonna be able to hook up to an adapter, which you buy, and that adapter is gonna allow you to swap for the different tools you're using. Now this battery pack can work on many different tools. DeWalt, Milwaukee, Makita, Ryobi, Bosch, Black & Decker, Works, Craftsman, Portal Cable, and a few others. Because that means that they sell an adapter for each of those brands. So again, the theory is you keep a few of these bricks, you line them up, you charge them. It also has USB outputs, which is quite handy because you could just charge cell phones or whatnot on it. It has a light to tell you how much battery life is left on it. So you could just effectively have a stack of these 18-volt batteries at your workbench. These batteries cost $59, and you know, it's gonna be the universal battery system. That is their hope. Now, I bought a replacement battery for my DeWalt for $39. So this is a little bit more, but theoretically, one battery could power my Milwaukee and my Black & Decker or whatever other tools you might have in your garage. So if you have a mixture of tools, this could be a good system for that. So it's all detachable with these adapters, 12 different models available, two-way charging, so you can charge your phone and other devices with the battery. It's a 45-watt fast charge, so it gives you really good mobility and efficiency, and it has the various safety certifications that one would need. So let's talk about using it, and let's show how to use it on my DeWalt. So this is the universal battery. This is the bottom. You can see it has these long grooves right here, and the adapter has the long grooves. So you line up the long grooves of the adapter, and you take it and pop it in. So you've just added the adapter to this that will effectively work on this DeWalt. So then I can take it off the drill, I can push this little notch on the back, and I can slide off that, and I could use this battery then on a Milwaukee tool or something along those lines. So again, if you have an eclectic group of tools like I have, this very well could be a good fit. This is $59. I also got another adapter. When you buy the battery brick, you're going to need to buy the adapter for this. But I also got a direct replacement battery that doesn't need an adapter for the DeWalt. So outside of the universal battery, for $39, I got a direct replacement battery. This is a 20 volt, 8 amp hour with the, gizmo basically on it permanently. And I can use this as a direct replacement battery. Now this battery needs a little more charging. It only has 1 bar, but you see my point. You can either buy the universal battery, but they also make standard batteries for the various tools like we have on this DeWalt. So again, this is the universal battery, and you can take this plate and you can swap off different adapters for the different brands that they make them for that fit the universal battery. So I got the universal battery, 59 bucks. I got the adapter, and I got one direct replacement DeWalt battery right here. This would just operate like my standard battery, and I'll just throw this bad boy on my standard charger and just let it get a nice big fat charge, because it came pretty depleted, all things considered. So what do I think of the universal battery concept? Well, I think it has a lot of potential. I like the idea that they're square and you can just kind of stack them up and you can quickly charge them for various different tools. I do find it's relatively easy to swap the adapter on and off. It just slides on the back by pushing the button. You got to kind of put it on there kind of tight though. My fear would be, losing the actual adapter, because if you lose it, swapping tools or whatever, you're just going to have some bricks that do nothing. So make sure you keep a few extra of these if you go this route. I did notice though, the direct replacement battery from Ceenr, which was $39, was $20 cheaper than the universal battery pack. So I think you have to decide as the DIY guy in your household, do you want to stick with one brand of tools and just use all those batteries? Or do you have a lot of different tools and you want to have the universal battery to make your life easier? This will charge a cell phone with the output, the USB charging. So there's an added benefit there, of course. So if you lose power or something and you have a bunch of these, throw one to each person in the family and they can be on TikTok or whatever it is that they want to do when there's no power. So that is my summary of the Ceenr universal battery setup with the adapter. You're gonna have to have an adapter for each battery you want to use for the different types of tools. So if you have 5 brands of tools, you need 5 adapters, but one battery could work on 5 different brands of tools. This is Jason with jamzDOTnet, cars, DIY, and adventures. Follow this channel. We do all kinds of fun things, have lots of different tools. I'm not an expert, I'm not a mechanic, but boy, oh boy, I try to get my hands dirty and figure things out with you on the YouTube channel. I appreciate you watching, and let me know what you think of these batteries, and more importantly, the universal battery concept. Information in the description, and it's been popping up on this video. Have a great day.